This past week, our country was staggered by headlines of violence. 2 officers involved in shootings, of which 2 black men were killed in Louisiana and Minnesota. Then 5 officers were killed and another 7 officers injured in a sniper attack in Dallas. 2 News reporter Kelly King has the protest nationwide following a deadly week on the streets.
John, across the country, protesters and police clash, with Black Lives Matter groups organizing large demonstrations. This one in Atlanta, protesters held sit-ins and blocked roads for a 4th straight night Sunday. Some tense moments as some shouted insults at officers, and police made a few arrests there. Let's go to Memphis, where Black Lives Matter protesters blocked a bridge. That march started peacefully until the group went off course and then blocked the bridge, and traffic was forced to a standstill. In Minnesota, it was a very similar situation. That's where Philando Castile was shot by police during a traffic stop, and the aftermath was streamed on Facebook. Protesters there marched onto the main freeway connecting Minneapolis to St. Paul despite warnings to leave. They hurled rocks, glass bottles, and fireworks at officers. Police responded with smoke and tear gas to disperse that crowd, eventually making more than 100 arrests. And let's go to Louisiana now, where demonstrations continued Sunday in Baton Rouge. That's where Alton Sterling was shot to death outside of a convenience store after a confrontation with police. More than 100 people were arrested there over the weekend. And despite those arrests, though, Louisiana's governor says the protests were relatively peaceful.
The last several days, with the hundreds of folks who have protested and marched at various locations, day and night, very, very few have engaged in anything that was unlawful. Those that did, it was relatively minor misdemeanor offenses such as obstructing a roadway.
The governor says only 1 officer was injured in Louisiana during the protests, and he blamed outside agitators for inciting violence. Kelly King, 2 News Today, working for you.